Okay, and to make it worse, sometimes you are a doctor, and then you also want the children to be a doctor. Okay, you push your value down and say that you have to be like me. But you don't understand that all of us as individuals have got our own life path. Okay, we have to walk our own ways. Therefore, the first thing if you want to go against, to conquer odds, is not to compare yourself with others. Because all of us are born with different skill sets. Recognize your own skill sets. And once you have recognized that, you ought to build upon it. Alright? So if you are like a marketer, people like you probably, because you're a member of this institution. If you are good at networking, so in the first place, build this up. Build this attitude, all right? If every day you're going to stay at home and play computer games and Facebook, right, that is not marketing. It will not help you much. Now, so that is on personal skill set. Other than that, if you want to gain success, you should locate yourself in what we call home factors, in corners where it can benefit you, all right? And today, I will share something about this. In Chinese metaphysics, or in some other form of astrology, you find that our home have got certain energy. All right? This energy in Chinese, we call it qi. Heiya, in Cantonese. All right? This qi somehow can affect our well-being. Now, in what way? In opportunity. Okay? You know, people, one day I had lunch with a senior VP of Merrill Lynch. And so that person was telling me, you know, my wealth managers, those who serve those multi-millionaire customers, my wealth managers work very hard. At the time I was with StarHub. And then I myself said, I also work very hard, man. Right? Everybody have got 10, 12 hours. And everybody work as hard. Everybody have got office politics. We have got paperwork to clear. Right? It's the same thing. But what makes it different? Why is it that person is at that level? All right? And I am just only serving you as an account manager. Is because the skill set can be different. The other thing is that that person can be influenced by energy, qi, in their office, in the premise, in home, that benefit the person. Now, when you align yourself with this qi factor, the energy, you call it, you will find that opportunity will be bigger. What does it mean? If you are running your own business, for some of you, it may be, you go tender a project, RFP, you call it, whatever it is, all right? The same people will tender, you have a competitor. If your feng shui is nice, if the qi that you are tapping is good, okay, your capacity will be larger. People somehow would like to interview you, so you qualify yourself with that interview. People like to select you, don't know why. All right, if you're an employee, if your qi is good, you are aligning with that at home, you will find that at a point where you want to change job, somehow you have got better job opportunities to come up. People will give you a better portfolio, a better rank, or even better companies. Who doesn't want to work with Apple? Tell me. What about Google? Nice environment, right? And then so many people come to me and say, I cannot find job, right? I apply, but no reply. Then how? Why? Because sometimes, yeah, there's a mismatch of skill set. It can be that way. In the internal side, sometimes we have got what we call bad luck. All right? Then how? Sometimes it is due to the home factor. Why home factor? It can be office as well. I said home factor because you spend minimally 8 hours at home every day, and especially if you sleep 6 hours, that 6 hours that you sleep on your bed, you don't move. You remain within the bed frame. Therefore, what the Indian call the chakra, okay, will start to absorb that energy and align, okay, with whatever energy that you have in your room, in your home, in that surrounding area. That will help you. So you see, in your lifetime, I'm sure you meet with people where the moment you see them, you like them. You can click, right? Or you pay them the respect. Somehow, these people look quite normal. In Chinese, we call it 有贵气, 有贵气, right? Where does that come from? Right? Why is it that some people are more attractive than the other? If your internal qi, the energy is positive, somehow you will have this kind of attraction capability. Don't you think that as marketers, half the battle is won? If people like you, people like your info. All right? So this part is what we call internal influence. If you can, you want to be successful, you want to conquer odds. First of all, conquer yourself first. Okay? Recognize yourself, be honest. Yeah, sucks like this. No, I can't do this. Or I'm better off doing that. Why not? I go against the norm. Right? Build up that strength in me. Then you market yourself that way. I always tell my customers one point, very important point. Our success is built upon two things. One is our skill set, our own flavor, which I call branding. How we brand ourselves. All right? A lot of time we have got skills, but we don't know how to package it and tell the world. But half the time I tell you, you don't even know what kind of talent you have. Right? So you need to be honest and be truthful to yourself. Okay? You must have the skill first. Hone it up. Attend classes, read up more, try it out in the first place. The other part is now external influence. Once you have that skill, you need to be in the right place at the right time. Only then people can recognize you. So if you can combine these two factors together, all right, your success will be there. We don't know how successful it is because each and every one of you have your own life path to perform, to walk this way. But definitely you will see success. You cannot fail if you do your part. Now, on the external influence, all right, environmental factors will now come into play. What are these environment factors? In case you work in an office, you have a home, you have a shop, right? You compare that location in Orchard Road and in Tuas. I'm not saying anything about Tuas, right? You compare that same place, right, in some what we call not so nice area in Iraq, in Palestine. You find that the surrounding of your premise somehow have got an effect on you. Like it or not, the people who live somewhere in Bukit Timah cannot be very poor. The poorest person in Bukit Timah area is still richer than anyone else that lives in probably Sengkang and Punggol. My idea, I don't have statistics, I'm just saying to give you the concept. Right? Why? Because that Bukit Timah area that we have in Singapore, Bukit Timah, that mountain, somehow in Chinese metaphysics, Chinese feng shui, all right, gives you wealth qi, money-minded. Okay, your wealth opportunity is much higher if you go closer to it. Now, if you want to find better trade, buy and sell opportunities, then you want to locate in two areas, faster one. One is Orchard area, the other one is our Chinatown. Why? Because I guess most of you are Singaporean, right? More Singaporean than me. I'm only a PR, Malaysian, I told you. In those days, before they built up 313 and Orchard Central, do you remember there is a longkang, there's a drain outside there, right? It is affected by the waterway, and it's a natural waterway. That is why when it rains, okay, your borders at park used to be borders, will start to flood. You know, the Burger King area. Okay, why? Because naturally qi will gather over there. So there is certain landform, a technical term, we call it landform environment that will affect us, that will affect our business, our well-being. That part I call it external because you cannot change. Unless in China, China very good. Some of you have been to China, Forbidden City. You walk from Tiananmen Square, you walk through Forbidden City, if not you can just Google. Right? You walk through the entire palace, you go so-called to the back door, at the back, you come up, you cross, there's one big drain, you see there's one mountain. If not, you go Google the picture there. Do you know that that mountain is man-made? It is not real, you know, and it is not, it's not just a slope, it is a mountain. That is man-made, so China can do that. Alright? But in our local terms, we can't. You know, sometimes when I teach, I've got students who say, I don't like this mountain, then what do you do? Cut away, lor. Wow, so easy. Alright? Now, that is external factors. You can't change. Alright? So if people say staying in a north-facing house, staying in a south-facing house is good. Yeah, good. But your external environment is different. You have the mountains, you have the waters, the features are all different. Okay? So that we cannot control. The other thing that we can't control is what we call timing. They always say that, yeah, you have the skills, you are in the right location, but if timing is not right, it is not your turn yet, it is difficult for you to be successful. And with this, okay, we are going to explore this a little bit more because coming to the topic of 2015. Right? So this year, 2015, how will you fare? Now, let's look into this. In all astrology studies that we used to do, right, whether Chinese, Indian, Western also have the same study. Okay, we always look at the stars, the objects, the heavenly objects we call it. Heaven not because of the spirits. Heaven because in ancient time, after dinner, they only have got 3 things to do. What are these 3 things? Sleep, make baby, or look at the stars. No TV, man. No one to do so dark. All right. So after many years, when they look at the stars, they get to relate certain stars' position, certain alignment with events on Earth. So with that database that we carry out over 2,000 years in China during the Three Kingdom days, after a while there is a consistent pattern, exactly like what you do in your share trading. So look at graph, they see pattern, and therefore they can predict what will happen. Same thing, right, in astrology. So I can't possibly tell you that all the stars that is affecting us in 2015 because it's going to last you 2 weeks, all right? But I'll pick up one group of stars, okay, that is important and that is used by a lot of people, not just the Chinese but Indian as well as the Arab. If you Google, later on you can take a picture, if you Google in the internet, NASA call it Ursa Major, we call it the North Deeper, Pak Tau Sing, okay? A lot of times, people use this as a reference, and what you see earlier is that this group of stars have got certain influence in our home, okay? And therefore, every year, because of that position, our home energy or our office energy will start to change, okay? There will be an effect. Therefore, the performance in that particular year or in that period of time have got influence on us, right? And that is what we want to study. And by the way, do you know where it's called the pole star, where Santa Claus comes from? You take these 2 stars, okay, you project up further, 24/7 for the next 365 days. These 2 stars, you will draw a straight line up, is always pointing towards the pole star, which is supposed to be the brightest star in the universe that we can see from Earth. Now, this is called astronomy. Astronomy, they look at stars, but no application. Astrology, we look at stars and we apply into our daily lives because there are applications. So now what you do is that when you go home later on, okay, first of all, you must be familiar with your own home or your own office if you are doing for office, okay? You need to stand somewhere in the center. Somewhere. So if the layout plan of my entire house, whether a HDB, a condominium, or a landed property, is this footprint, okay? If it's landed property, two stories, 3 stories, just do the ground floor will do, all right? If this is the footprint, somewhere here will be my center. So this is where the compass is. You know, those days when I do this talk, I say the first thing you must invest in is a compass. But today, it comes with your Android phones. It comes with the smartphones. So no need much. And therefore, there is no excuse for you not to do this practice. Right? You don't have to invest in anything. Because I'm giving you the knowledge now. Just go and practice. Stand somewhere in the middle. This is not science. We call it metaphysics. It's meta, not exact science. So you don't have to be really bothered whether is this a center or is this a center. As long as somewhere here, this is a center, stand there, take out your compass. Your compass will tell you where is these sectors, where is the north, south, east, west. Obviously, all our houses have got different setup, right? So that is the first thing you need to do. That is to find out where are all these northwest, southeast, north sector, and the rest of it. Just read off from your compass. Okay? These stars in 2015 will have got effect on us since 4th of February, and that is just a few days ago. So, technically speaking, we already stepped into the year of goat. Okay? Now, if now you still don't know what kind of zodiac sign you are born in, while I'm talking, take out your phone and Google. Right? But most of you are Asian, I guess you know what kind of animal sign or zodiac sign that you are in. Now, let me proceed. With that influence from the North Deeper, these kind of energies will come into the home. Right? This is technical map. These stars, the number that you see, 1, 2, 3, 4, comes from earlier, that star group that you see. Okay? Now, if you learn this, if you read Chinese books, they come in technical names. But to make it simple, we put 1, 2, 3, 4. And this 1, 2, 3, 4 is a common language for us. Okay? So this is a whole. You square it up, stand in the center, identify where is your north, south, east, west. So if the southeast is here, and when you measure east, if your southeast is here, let's say, then the two will now reside in this corner. Can you do that when you go home? Right? So if again, one more, if you measure and you say that for some reason this is your south corner, and south have got 7, so you put 7 in here. Alright? Now that the energy is residing, qi is residing in our home, you want to know what is the effect and how to make use of it. First, to gain success. That is what you want, right? To gain success. To gain success, the first star you want to use is star 8 in the north. So when you go home, you stand at the center, you take out your compass, the first thing you check is the north direction. Where is the north? It happens that in the north direction, you have got the main door, the bedroom, or in the case of your office, is your office room, right? This is your office room. Then this year, fortunately and unfortunately, you cannot be poor. Alright? Do whatever it takes. Somehow, luck is on your side. Okay, you will make the necessary money that you have. What about the quantum? I can't tell. That depends on your own life path. It depends on your capacity. Okay? But this year, wealth luck is with you. Not just wealth luck. You'll find that the things that you do will become very smooth. So priority number 1 that we want to have is either one of these. If you have got a main door, or you're sleeping in that direction, in that room, or when you go back to your office, your own office room is in that sector, in the north, this year is a good year for you. Why? Because the energy, the qi is positive for you. Now, what if in the north sector you don't have a main door? Not your bedroom. And you go back to office, your office room is not there. Now, I'll make one. No need to make one. You see whether in the first place, do you have a balcony or not? If you have a balcony and most of the time you close the balcony because air conditioner, some people don't like the dust to fly in and to clean, right? But this year, if you have got a balcony and you don't have this door and these items here, open the balcony regularly. So when you're at home, at least open up for 1 hour so that the energy, the qi can come in what we call flows through. Alright, that will be good for you. Now, if you don't have a door, if you don't have a balcony, what if you have a window? Then open the window. Okay? Open the window. If you don't have a door, you don't have a balcony, window also don't have. You open, you go back, you see it's a wall. Then what do? Then you forget about this. This is not your choice. You take the second best. What is the second best? Look at number 9. In other words, take the compass, stand in the center, and see where is your southwest direction. Alright? In the southwest corner, do you have a main door? Same exercise. Do you have a bedroom or is your office room over there? Alright? If you have, make use of it. Now, number 8 is immediate return. So whatever that you do, investment, work that you do, the turnaround is going to be fast. You will see result very soon. But if you use number 9 in the southwest corner, for some reason because you don't have any good rooms in the north, the door is not there, you have to use southwest, number 9. It is a little bit more on long-term effect. So if you do projects, okay, it will be mid-term to long-term. It won't turn around so fast. You don't see results so fast. And not just that, if you use number 9 talks about happiness. Okay, so be involved in happy events. Somehow your spirit, as you move up, you feel happy in your emotions, you'll find that things will start to flow. It will be good. Now, if you cannot use number 9, right, there's one more. You use number 1. That is in the east. So stand in the center and see where is the east. Okay? You use east for 2 reasons. 1, for nobleman help. That means you get some help from people, support. Alright? The other, which is more important, and that is recognition. This time around, people recognize your contribution. People will recognize your work. So we want that. With that, we can be more successful. We can move one step ahead. So you try, go back and see whether can you use the north, can you use the southwest, and can you use the east. If in these three sectors, you don't have a main door, you don't have a bedroom, and your office is not there, then what do? Then you come back again next year, try again one more time. All the best, all right? Now, at least one thing you want to be sure. If you cannot make use of the positive, right, no net success, at least you want to conquer the odds. So that is to say, manage the negative side, all right? How to manage the negative side? Now, if you have a bomb, right? These days a bomb is very sensitive. This word cannot. And how say this word? If you have a B, I call it, all right? And this B for bomb, you don't light it up, you don't activate it. Okay, man? It's only a potential problem, but it won't explode. So your job, when you go back and you want to now conquer the odds, is not to activate what we call the dangerous sectors. The most dangerous sector at home is your west sector. Okay? Why? Because this number 5 is very detrimental to us. And not just that, number 5, remember, is through this North Deeper star. Other than this group of stars, another group of stars, what we call tree killing, is also affecting the west. So this year, the west is very bad. So therefore, try not to activate your west. Then what is called activation? Remember this, secret, I tell you. Do not nail, do not drill in the west sector. That includes the ceiling, the wall, the floor, right? Do nothing this year. Can you sleep there? Can. Can you make use of your main door over there? You can. Okay, as long as you don't do any renovation, you do not fix any parts on the ceiling, on the wall, on the floor. And talking about this, just yesterday, I've got a friend call me from KL. Remember I told you we have just stepped into the year of goat since 4th of February, just a few days ago. And this guy, all right, he's not a practitioner, and what you call cheap excite, local language. He went back to his office and he drilled this. The moment he drilled this, within the next 5 days, okay, he got into an accident. He missed a very important flight, right? And he's doing business, he runs his own business. He missed a very important flight and therefore affected the big contract sum that is coming in. And then office become very stressful, a lot of things cannot be settled. So he called me up, what happened? All right, you see, this is the effect of number 5. If you touch number 5, okay, you also will be blessed. Be blessed with all the disasters. All right, so unless you want to hone your problem-solving skills, I would advise that don't touch star 5 in the west sector. Avoid it. All right. The other area that you want to avoid is the southeast sector. Stand in the center, look at the compass, your iPad, and see where is southeast sector, that direction. In the southeast, if you activate this sector this year, same thing, no nailing, because there is activation. There is no drilling. If you activate this sector, it comes with illness. It brings you illnesses, sickness. Health will be affected. So, some of you have got old people at home, you know, the grandma, the grandpa, or the great-grandpa. Okay, do not ask that person to sleep here this year. And if somehow, for some reason, the person is already using the bedroom over here, do not drill, do not activate the star 2. Why? Because die faster. Okay, so star 2 is a dangerous star Qi for us to use. Don't use it. The other one is at the center of the house. At the center of the house, this year you don't want to activate it because the moment you touch it, as in again the nailing, right, the drilling stuff that you do, it actually fosters a lot of argument and disputes. Okay? Non-stop bickering, non-stop gossips, right? People will attack you with all the vocal stuff, and the entire year until 2016, you will face with this kind of hassle. So I advise that you don't touch these 3 sectors. Okay? So you may take a picture of this. I'm okay for you to take a picture. Make sure that you want to gain success, make use of these good areas. Priority number 1 in summary is north. number 2 southwest, number 3 in the east. These are the 3 good directions. Why? Because the energy coming from the star is good. And these bad energies that are speaking from the stars, right, coming from southwest, southeast, and at the center of the house. Right? Avoid those areas, you will be able to conquer some of your house. Right? Now, this is on what we call feng shui portion. In other words, just now I told you the internal influence about your home factor or your office factor. Now, the energies will somehow affect you. Alright? So, what about your own personal life? Right? What will happen? Now, the Chinese have got 200 over stars that they study and they realize over the course of 2,000 years, in coming up with a database, how they can affect us. But to summarize that, right, I'll just give you the key points. A lot of you know that you are born in a certain zodiac sign, right? So in short, some of you are born like chicken just now. Somebody was telling me eat chicken very tough. Right? Afterwards you know why, okay? And you're born in the year of dog, you're born in whatever it is. Now these animal sign, you know, when I conduct classes, I tell them you are not studying zoology. Actually, they have got a technical name, okay? But because in ancient China, a lot of time these people are not educated and they are farmers. So therefore, they ascribe this technical name with the animal sign. And with that animal sign, therefore, they say, okay, if you are born in this year, 2015, you are born in the year of goat. So what is the technical name? Wait. Right, tell people you're born in the way, then they know it's good. But you don't know, ma. Farmers don't know, ma. So they say, okay, you're born in the year of goat. Now, it is only a naming convention, right? So other than that, just now the person who put up the hand and says it's totally new to her, I guess all of you are pro, so you already know, right? So I'm telling her, who is the person just now? You, okay, I'm telling you. It doesn't mean that if you're born in the year of pig, therefore your entire life got good life, just eat, sleep, and then die cannot slaughter. No such thing, alright? That name pig is just a tagging to tell so that these farmers can recognize it is the year of pig, that's all. So parents, alright, it doesn't matter or not whether your children, boy or girl, must be born in the year of dragon, alright? Don't have to wait for another 12 years, wait for the dragon year to come before you start to make babies. Okay, help the government, it doesn't matter one. And for the same token, if you're born in the year of tiger, for ladies, you know the old people always say, well, therefore marriage very chala. And we call it bad marriage. No such thing, take it from me, alright? If you don't believe, you read ancient texts, not about those commentary magazines and stuff, huh? Ancient texts that don't talk about these things. Why? Because that tiger, that pig, that dragon is only a name tag given so that farmers can recognize it. Very clear? Now this is what we call classical Chinese metaphysics. Alright, so now, before I go into the details, a lot of us at the beginning of the year, because Chinese New Year is coming next week, right? You will go into a popular bookstore, probably you don't buy, you like me, just stand there and quickly flip, right? My year sign, what is it? Right? Cheapo, ma. Me cheapo, okay? So, but you realize that in that practice, in that mindset, as you read, right? During the time when you read, you find that, okay, I can understand this thing. The moment you put that booklet back onto the shelf, I ask you, so you're born, let's say you're born in the year of chicken. Chicken, good in what sense, bad in what sense? Cannot remember. Why? Because there's so many things, right? So many animal signs. But what more if you're reading for your husband, your boyfriend, your children? So what I normally do for all my customers, all right, in my own corporate talks, I always group them into 3 groups. Okay? One, on the lighter side, because the energy is light, that's why they're always here. In other words, the good luck people. And when I tell you later on what good luck, therefore what effects in all this, I restrict in and give you the key 3 points. 3 key points. Just remember that and bring home. There is no point reading that booklet, the Chinese New Year booklet, if you cannot remember what to do for the rest of the year. Right? Then you're wasting that knowledge. So I will give you the 3 key points. You remember it for yourself. You want to be successful this year, you have to practice, right, doing those things. Right? And then you have the middle group. Middle group is also good. It is average, above average. And what is no good is at this bottom end. Now, these animals are already here. Why? Because it follows through from 2014, the year of horse. So, if you are born in tiger, as a tiger year, right, in 2014, your external influence, that means influenced by the stars, is already here. Okay, so this year what will happen? Let's see. Now, in no particular order. It doesn't mean I click first, it will be the first group. Okay, no particular order. Let's look at the first animal sign. If you are born in the year of tiger, this year will be good for you because you swing from one end right to the other end. Alright? Now, what is it good for? If you are born in the year of tiger, this year you have got a star called the sky happiness. Sky happiness is with you, therefore, the influence to you is to make you happy. Alright? Now, it is important that if you want to be successful this year, make yourself happy. Attend gatherings, celebrate Christmas, right? Ask people to come to your home, have wine, dine, make yourself happy. As your energy goes up because you are happy, things will start to smoothen out, right? You will draw the good luck to you. So there is this happy ovations that is supposed to happen to you. There is one particular star that is very important, that is in you. If you are born in the year of tiger this year, that is called, okay, it's a very important star. That is called the Dragon Virtue Star. No, that's in Cantonese, alright? Dragon Virtue Star, we like it a lot because it helps to dissolve negativity. I never say no negativity, alright? You still start into what we call shit. But somehow, it dissolves it, automatically things will be resolved. It changes from negative to positive. And we like that because all your problems will somehow go away as you proceed through the entire year 2015. Now, not just that, this year, if you are born in the year of tiger, you have got what we call the Emperor Star. The Emperor Star is with you. Being the Emperor, therefore, you have very strong backup. Who dares to challenge Emperor Star? So this year, right, if you need any backing, you need any support, go and ask for it, right? If you want to conquer odds, and then you want to keep quiet, dare not ask for help, then this year it will be a difficult year for you. So these three things, please put in your mind if you are born in the year of tiger. Okay? Now let's look at the next sign. If you are born in the year of rabbit, right? Rabbit, this year you have got this star called the Sky Relief Star. Sky Relief Star, this year you have a problem-solving skill. Your capability to relieve old issues will be there. So, if there are some old draggy issues, alright, has been lingering since like 2-3 years ago or from last year, this is a good time in this year for you to resolve all these problematic stuff. Put effort to quickly, once and for all, cut the cost, resolve, relieve all these old issues. Right, if you're born in the year of rabbit. Now, not just that. If you're born in the year of rabbit, we want a very important star that is with you this year, and that is what we call the Jiang General Star. Somehow just now there's one girl who says that it's born in the year of rabbit. I say it's good. Why? Because General Star is a leadership star. Now, if you want to change job this year, right? How to know whether you change job or not change job, right? If you are born in the year of rabbit, but in the month of January, some of you know, right, your month, but you are born in the year of rabbit, likelihood this year you can change job, or you don't change, your boss also change, they will be re-off. You will change. But because the Jiangxing, the General Star is with you this year, right, you can go for a better job portfolio because it's leadership star. So now, 举手, right, raise your hand and tell the boss that I want to do more. I want to be, senior VP now, right? Why? Because the star will back you up. You can negotiate for it, right? Money luck is there because we have got what we call the Duke Prosperous Star. Okay, Duke Prosperous Star, bring money luck, bring wealth. So if you combine Duke Prosperous Star and the General Star with you, it means a good career prospect for you. And if you are doing your own business, you're doing marketing, right? If you are doing your own business, leadership star from your General Star means that this year you should go out and conquer the market. Right? All the more you should do more promotions. Why? Because it's leadership. Be in the forefront. Okay, your marketing, somehow your marketing scheme will work well for you. Right? That is, if you're born in the year of Rabbit. Let's look at the next. Dragon. Okay, if you're born in the year of Dragon. Dragon is one good animal sign this year because in the first days there is what we call these two virtue stars. Virtue, okay, is heaven virtue and fortune virtue. You combine these two stars, fortune virtue, as you can guess, give you good fortune. So the outcome will be positive, right? There is better opportunity for you. Heaven virtue is to get nobleman help. Alright? You know the Chinese have got this bad DNA in us. We want people to always help us. Better so you do everything, I don't do anything, and I get the recognition, I get the reward. So we always ask for 贵人 nobleman. So heaven virtue is one of them. Therefore, career and wealth prosperity is in store for you this particular year. Alright? Now, not just that, look at good tidings. Yes, good tidings and celebration because prosperity star is with you. Now, if you're Chinese, you're local, I'm sure you heard of this 福星高照, 福星高照. That star, 福星, right, prosperity star in English, is this star. So therefore, this year, right, you will be prosperous, you will be happy, happy events will come after you. Now, if at home you have got your grandparents, you know, the old folks, and they are born in the year of Dragon, this is a good year to celebrate what we call 大壽, okay, big birthdays and all those. So if you are the one, all right, still celebrate your birthday. Okay, why? Because it will draw in even more. The celebration will draw in even more good luck for you. It's a good start. So these three animals so far is very good. Now, if you are born in the year of Horse, in the year of Horse, this year you have got the Man Chang Sing academic star. Alright? Now, academic star says two things. Okay, if you have got children who are born in the year of Horse, this year you can sign up for a new course. Go and study. Enroll yourself in the school. Right? Or if you are working employee, put your hands up and say, okay, I want to attend a 3-day course, whatever it is. Tell your boss that. Alright? Now, what if you say, but I don't like books then? But what will this star do for you this year is to say, read. It doesn't mean that you must take a diploma and a degree. In other words, when you are stuck, you need to solve certain problems. Alright? If you have to read a journal, read. If you need to surf the net to take certain information from the website, read. As you do that, somehow the light bulbs will come in. You got certain ideas, you have got certain inspiration. That will work for you this year. So that is what we call the learning mode, okay, the academic stuff. If you are born in the year of Horse, you also have got what we call the due combination, due combo in short, right? It is good because you get support from an invisible person. Okay, you don't know who will help you. Somehow people will help you. All right, you get that support. And you just go along with the flow. The only bad thing about if you are born in the year of Horse is that this year you also have a star called Sick Charm. So you tend to be a little bit more weak in your health status. So take care of your health. Okay? That is for people who are born in the year of Horse. Now, if you are born in the year of Monkey. Now remember earlier I said Chinese have got this so-called bad habit in our DNA. We like people to help us a lot. We like to see noblemen, 贵人. Of all the 12 zodiac signs, all the 12, this is the best. Why? By quality and by quantity. Again, you have the best. The first very powerful 贵人, okay, is called the Great Yang, the Great Taiyang, Great Yang Nobleman Star. Of all types of Nobleman Star, the most strongest one, the powerful one, is this Great Yang Nobleman. So this year, a lot of things will work out for you. And because these stars are for you, please do not zip your mouth. Right? Like my mom said, open and ask. It's okay to show your teeth. Alright? Don't keep everything yourself. Not just a Great Yang Nobleman. This year you have also a very good Nobleman star called 天意贵人. Right? No English translation. It's got 天意 in English. Alright? 天意贵人. These two stars are very positive for you. So ask and you shall receive this year. Now, for those of you who are single, you also have got a red matchmaker star in your palace this year. You are born in Monkey. In other words, it is good to start a relationship. If you are planning to tie the knot, get married, this is the good year to get married. So go on and book the hotel now. Alright, so get married this year. Now, in the olden days, why is getting married inside the agenda? Because in the olden days, this red matchmaker star favors ladies. Why? Because ladies don't work, right? In other words, in modern time, we call it tai. So, not just marriage. You marry on this particular year, you will get income. Your life will turn better. It brings wealth. Then you come tai. So that is why, why they always look out for this marriage stuff. Alright? So that is if you are born in the year of monkey. Now, if you are born in the year of dog, alright, we like it because you have got the Gaising. We call it Earth Relief Star. Earth Relief Star, your capacity to solve problems will enlarge this year. So, back at work, alright, you want to gain more success, you want to get popularity this year. When your boss asks you, hey, can somebody solve this problem? You raise your arm, you say, okay, I will do it. Why? Because your capacity to solve problems this year will enlarge. Now, in case your problem-solving skill is not there, right, most of the time, you cannot solve any problem because you're not trained in that manner. This year, you should pick up this skill because somehow you will be good at doing it. You will start to learn something new in solving problems. Right? So take the opportunity to train up yourself, strengthen the influence factor that I talked about earlier. Alright? Now, ladies' luck. What about this ladies' luck? You have got Yin Nobleman Star with you. Now, when I say Yin Nobleman Star, ladies' luck, it means that you will get help. It is another type of nobleman. Chinese have got a lot of nobleman star. This nobleman star that you have, that you see Yin Nobleman, comes from lady. So if you need help this year, and you're born in the year of dog, right, you want to seek help, ask a lady. So if your boss is lady, right, go and ask. Ask your girlfriend, lady ma, right, go and see. Now, if let's say everything is the same, right, some person at home falls sick and need to see a specialist, a doctor, same price, same experience, both doctors are very famous, you don't know who to choose, but one male, one female, and you are born in the year, the patient is born in the year of dog, who do you choose?
Lady.
The lady doctor. This is how to use it. Somehow, it will give you the help. Alright? Now, these first 6 animals that I just talked to you, they are all on the very lighter side. The energy this year is very good. So, if your life path, your own life path is good, I don't know what is it, right? If your own life path is good, plus you have got all these 6 animals on there, on that side, the good side, this year, it will be a good year, a smooth year for you. That's what it says. So what are these 6 animals? A quick recount, right? It will be those of you who are born in the year of tiger, ready, dragon, horse, monkey, and dog. So congratulations to the 6 of you. Next group of people who are in the center, which is above average but not the best, right, are these. First, those of you who are born in the year of pig. Okay? Now, if you're born in the year of pig, this year you should focus on your work. Okay? Now, remember Chinese have got this word called 步步高升, 步步高升. It comes from this star called 3 stages star, 三台星, right? 步步高 3. So therefore, this year you go for it, ask for the promotion. If you're changing job, you apply for something that is new, right? In status higher than what you are doing now. Your likelihood of getting it is higher if your life path is also positive. That means your own luck cycle is very good, and you will get it. All right. Not just that. Okay, you have got this wealth luck as well with you this year. Why? Because there is this star called Kok Yan, National Treasure. Okay, Kok Yan. Alright, national treasure star that you have. In other words, you have got a lot of resources for you to use. You should use it. Resources can be material, can be somebody have a service, a skill to offer, right? Or people. Okay, effort, man-hour. So ask for people help. Now, just now the first 6 animal sign is positive. focus on the 3 points that I've been giving you. But if you are born in the year of pig, you have the first but, right? This year, other than these 2 good points, you have got this Wu Gui star, Wu Gui, 5 ghosts, okay, Wu Gui. And what does it mean? It's not about, it's just a name, nothing to do with the spiritual side, alright? The effect is that you will meet with fatty people. Okay, so it is not very nice. And not just that, you have got also a sky cry, like cool, right, cry. And this star gives you a little bit of setback. That means you try to move forward, okay, take 3 steps forward, you take half a step back. Okay, setback. So if you know this, if this information is in you, you will know how to strategize yourself in this particular year. Right? So that is for people who are born in the year of pig. Now, if you are born in the year of rat, you like it this year because last year you are at the bottom end. If you recall, some of you read that book in Chinese New Year, right? Your Tong Shu. Last year, if you are born in the year of rat, the horse year, you don't have positive star at all. Right? Now, last year, you have to use your own strength, your own luck cycle to help you out. But this year, you elevate yourself into the middle sector. So external-wise, external influence, you will see a big change. What change is that? You have got what we like the monthly virtue star. Monthly virtue star is a nobleman star, a very powerful one. Therefore, you can get external help. Okay, go outside of the normal circle. Normally you have got your own colleagues, you have got your own buddies, right? Your own friends. Go outside of that circle. This year, you will get help from new people. Now, not just that, if you are born in the year of rat, you have got what we call Jade Hall. Jade Hall, okay, is good for 2 things actually. One is that if you're moving house this year, somehow you get the benefit of it. You move into a house where the energy is positive. The other thing is that some of you may want to renovate your house, okay? As long as you are not drilling, renovating in the west sector, but you remember the west, the southeast, you're okay. This year, you're born in the year of rat, you do it, somehow positive energies will come on board. So you can do renovation this year, right? But there are some negative factors as well. Now, if you're born in the year of rat, there is one more positive star that is good, and that is this thing, what we call the happiness star. It is called peach blossom star. 桃花星. Some of the Chinese, your local, you have heard of this before. This star, when you have it, is good for you to do marketing. It's good for you to do networking. Why? Because you have got a happy relationship. However, just for this particular year, your peach blossom star comes with a negative star. It comes side by side, like Nescafe. You know, cannot have one without the other, the creamer. It comes with what we call a salty pool star. 鹹池 salty as in salt, salty pool star. This will make the guys' hands a little bit more touchy this year. So that's where the fun comes in. In other words, local context, we say a little bit more ham sap this year. Alright, that is negative, alright? I mean, but in modern days, sometimes you don't mind lah. Alright, both parties also want, right? So, if you want to touch, please go home, touch a while. Alright, you can have the fun, can have the drinks. So that is negative for you. You have got health issues this year because this year, 2 things may come in for you. You are born in the year of rat. One is that your thoughts are not clear. You know, in traditional Chinese medicine, if you read olden books, Wang Ting Nei Jing, right, one of the oldest books in all our Chinese metaphysics, they already tell you that emotional problem is a health issue. Health to them is not just eat well, sleep well, you know, it is also emotion problem. This year, if you are born in the year of rat, somehow you have got speculative thoughts, or if you ask you to think about a good plan, somehow it is not clear. You don't know, no idea, you don't know what to do. This is what you have this year. So it can come in thoughts, problem. The other is about somehow your digestive system. Okay, this year is not good. Therefore, in Chinese medicine, it is not suitable for you to take oily and heaty food this year. Okay, you are born in the year of rat. One more thing, rat. Want to hear any more rat around in this room? Okay, then I tell you, put down this. All right. Why? You know why? Because the one say yes is a lady. If it's a guy, I will move on. Born in the year of rat, Okay, this year you have got one more star called the small consumer in English, 小户, alright? What does it mean to you? This year you will shop and buy a lot of unnecessary things. That's why I said, ladies, I must tell you. Okay, somehow it will happen that way. You buy, you don't for what, okay? You just keep buying this year, alright? So be careful, be aware of that. You will spend your money unnecessarily. Now, if you are born in the year of snake, in the year of snake, this year you have a sky horse. The sky horse is with you. Now, in the sky horse, it is good that you do traveling this year. In ancient days, only the merchant will travel from town to town, village to village. Those days, people don't travel a lot. So what it means today is that if you do regional works, you are regional sales, regional director, or even if you do marketing, it is time that you travel to that destination and market your own product services. The more you travel, the better it will be. Because you will see positive results, you will see success, positive gains. It is constructive to you. Travel more. Now what if you are not, you say, yeah, but I'm not in sales, I don't travel, I work for only G2000, you know that coding, G2000. But G2000 have many shops, right? So you visit from shop to shop. If you're accountant, your finance, visit shop to shop. Okay, you travel more. Then you say, I'm not even working with G2000 more. Okay, yeah, in Philips Security out there, right? You know, they're at the Raffles City down there. But you occupy, your office occupy 3 or 5 floors. So this year, instead of sending emails and beat each other, it's that these days people sit side by side, they don't talk, they send email. You know this, right? This year, because of the sky horse, you're supposed to travel, walk up to that person, go from 3rd floor to the 5th floor, walk to the, I meet you at pantry, let's discuss about this thing. The more you do this, you'll find that you can easily achieve your objective. Whether is it you want to buy favor or to solve problems. Remember this, traveling for you, alright? If you are born in the year of snake. But, however, if you are born in the year of snake, this year there is this card called emptiness. Emptiness is in you, therefore, at times you will find that a bit low, okay, a bit empty, don't know what to do. 2 scenarios. If your own life chart, your destiny is no good, you may fall into depression. You talk to your good friends, your buddies, okay, you find that they'll say, okay, what, your career okay, family okay, love life okay, you're healthy, but somehow you're lost. That is the worst. You get depression, don't know what to do. Now the other option is that, some of you like that, huh? The other thing is, if your luck cycle comes to a point of time where in your personal life destiny chart is also an emptiness, you may meet with what we call midlife crisis. Everything goes well with you, somehow you don't know what to do, you're lost again. So be careful with that, alright? Now, this year, there is also this star that will somehow make you susceptible to injuries, cuts. And this is called Skydog. Now, cut, especially ladies, if you are born in the year of snake, ladies, this year is a bad time for you to do plastic surgery. Why? We are not afraid of cuts, cut law, but this time the cut will leave behind a scar. That's why we don't like it. So somehow, your chances of doing surgery and leave behind a scar, a mark, is very high this year. Okay? So don't do that. Leave till next year. Now, you're born in the year of goat. Last year was good for you. This year, you have got a very positive star, Elegant Seal. Elegant Seal talks about mental power. So this year, you will ramp up. This year, you are supposed to be able to come up with some strategic ideas, creativity, think out of the box. This is in you. So whatever that you do this year, put some of this effort in thinking out of the box, thinking something special and deliver it to the boss, to your customers. Okay, you will better market yourself that way. All right? Stick with this point. Why? Because there are many negative points in you as well. This year, you have got what we call hidden corpse. Corpse as in dead body, all right? Hidden corpse is in your palace, and what it says is that it causes you a lot of argument, disputes, bickering in family matters. So this year, if there are chances where family members start to argue with you, and you are born in the year of goat, what do? Zip. Okay, zip. Now what my master would say, before you start argument, what do? Drink one sip of water, hold it there. Now you talk. Okay, so that you cannot talk back. Right? It is beneficial for you this way, this year. You also have got a sword edge, what we call sword edge, and it is no good if you are handling machineries. Just in case you are some of these engineers, you have got a factory that operates a lot of metallic stuff, equipment. This year you are susceptible to cut yourself. If you work in the kitchen, you cut. This year you may also have to be a little bit more careful when you do the cutting because you may cut yourself as well. Right? That is the sword edge stuff. And not to mention that this is also a goat year. Goat year, you have got the Grand Duke with you, Tai Sui, alright, Grand Duke. So therefore, generally, it is bad luck time. In other words, I tell you, next week, starting from next Thursday, tell yourself, this Chinese New Year, no gambling for you. Okay? Tell people you play. Why? Because I tell you up front, the chances of you winning is very low. Unless your personal luck very good. But otherwise, don't take the chance. Forget about visiting casino. Spend $100 entrance fee with your buffet. I think it's better that way. 真的, alright? So, now, chicken. Someone was saying that it's difficult to find chicken this year because I said being chicken this year is a tough one. So far, all of you are above. You have got some positive stars. At least one positive star. If you are born in the year of chicken, this year you have to depend on yourself. Why? Because this year there is no positive star that is helping you. Right? That means, as far as the external influence is concerned, it is not nice. It is not helping you. Now, doesn't mean that it is doomsday, therefore, you'll be so sad and not dare to do anything else. Well, if your own life path, your own destiny chart, you are going through a favorable luck cycle, it is okay. But if you don't know, then you don't take the risk. This year, if you are born in the year of Rooster, you have got what we call the calamity chart. Right? Calamity, that means you can guess what it is. Okay? Everything becomes disaster. Somehow it is not smooth. There will be a lot of broken items, okay, broken limbs, and bad luck. Okay? Not just that, you have what we call also funeral dog. I'll explain a little bit on this funeral dog. It sounds bad, right? You know, every year, okay, somehow some priest will tell you that, this year you are not supposed to attend any funeral. Now, if you are born in the year of Rooster, this year don't attend any funeral. With a note. If that funeral belongs to your mate's cousin's daughter, then you don't go. But if it is immediate family, of course go lah. Right? Cannot be stopping you, right? Some dear family passed away, attend. Right? Otherwise, you don't. Why? Because if you go, point number 2 will come. Right? Most of the time, you will fall sick. You will fall sick. So, health-wise, it's not very positive for you. Now, if there are old folks with you, you are born in the year of Rooster, but your grandfather, grandmother is still alive. They can be born in any other year one, okay? But you have a Rooster. It means that, and they live with you in the household. This year, they may also have got health problems. So, watch out, look out for them, because you don't want them to fall sick or don't want them to fall down. No, old people, we cannot fall. Once you fall, you have a lot of problems. So that is for Rooster. You are not alone because there's another animal sign also have got no positive stars. And what is that? That is ox. Ox slide from the high end all the way to the bottom. Again, no positive stars. Okay? If your own life chart, you are going through good luck, you are still okay. So for these two animal signs, Rooster and ox, this year you have to depend on yourself. 要靠自己了. Right? Because the external environment is not good for you. You are born in the year of ox, you have got obstacle star, monkey star, and you have got one more what we call big consumer. Just now the lady have got small consumer, keep buying things. Okay, you are born in the year of ox, Alright, you've got big consumer, 大號啊. Now, big consumer, you also spend what you spend on 1 or 2 big ticket items. Small consumer keep buying, keep spending, but small amount. Big consumer, you spend on big things. How do you know when it will come? Either in your own life chart, your own destiny chart, it says that you're supposed to spend, that particular period will come. You know, sometimes, even at my age, sometimes when you wake up, suddenly you see pimple, suddenly something come up on your nose, right? For these people, especially born in the year of ox, you have to be careful because these are telltale signs. You know, some of you, you have heard of face reading, palm reading, face reading, okay? You look at your own nose, blemishes, suddenly don't know why, discoloration, you wake up. People play golf, because of the sunshine, whatever it is, come back, there's one spot, alright? You got pimple, you will spend money. There was one year I went to Taiwan or China, Taiwan for this feng shui excursion, okay? And in that trip, 2 weeks before that trip, I wake up, I've got suddenly one pimple. I said, this time, I'm going to waste money in Taiwan. You know what happened? We went there, karaoke, after the feng shui stuff, we did karaoke. Somebody banged onto me, my specs dropped, and I heard clap. That's it, broke my specs. So I cannot see throughout the next few days. And what do? Emergency, got to buy one specs for the spot now. Got to buy a new pair of specs now. So you spend money unnecessarily. So if one day you wake up, and you're born in year of ox, you wake up and you find something is happening on your nose, there's a sign, there's a pimple, blemishes, discoloration, watch out on your expenditure. Right? Something may happen and force you to spend. Okay, this year, if you're born in the year of ox, a lot of movement. Okay, if you, now not just in the year of ox, I can explain even further. If you are born in any other year, but you are born in the ox month, in other words, January, you will know which month, right? Any other animal sign, but you are born in the month of January, you are born between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. in the morning. Look at the birth set. This year, you are bound to change job. Okay? You will go through something that is not very nice in your life experience, and you will change job. So be prepared for it. Okay? So, in a nutshell, these are the 12 animal signs that I can share with you. Alright? So, point number 1, we talk about the household scheme. What are the energy in the house? You want to be successful, you want to conquer the odds, you settle the stars in your home just now. Can do that? Secondly, now you know what are the stars that will influence you. Remember all these 3 points. If you know tomorrow is going to rain, what do? You cannot stop rain, right? Bring umbrella, right? And then you put your appointment indoor. That's what you can do. Right? This is what we call human action. Okay, your skills, your attitude, your behavior. Third point, if I were to do a talk and I don't give you a timing factor, it will be meaningless. Right? Everything that we do, we want it to be timely. So, now I'll tell you your favorite topic for this period of time, Chinese New Year. When to start work. Okay, take out your camera, capture this, alright? Okay, now on the first day of Chinese New Year, that is next Thursday, if you sleep late, between 1 a.m.